a very warm welcome once again to the 10 Outstanding Young Persons Awards 97 presented by the Junior Chamber Sri Lanka.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed an honor and a privilege to be your co-host at this very colorful awards presentation. The TOYP, the Outstanding Young Persons 97 Awards presentation, recognizes outstanding individuals whose personal and professional achievements in a chosen field are exemplary, outstanding, and nationally beneficial. The TOYP Awards program highlights and confers national recognition to these achievements and contributions, which serve as an incentive to the young people of our country to contribute their efforts in the right direction and create a very positive approach in the community. The TOYP Awards presentation started way back in 1980 here in Sri Lanka. Well, it's my pleasure now to welcome the project chairman of TOYP 97, JCI Senator Amir Ahmed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to put your hands together and give him a round of applause. He's also the Deputy National President of Junior Chamber Sri Lanka.
Honored Chief Guest today, Minister of Internal and International Commerce and Food, Honorable Kingsley T. Wickramaratne, National President of Junior Chamber Sri Lanka, JCI Senator Prashantalal de Alvis, past national presidents, senators, distinguished panel of judges, TOYP honorees, friends, and JCs. JCs is an organization which contributes to the advancement of the global community by providing the opportunity for young people to develop leadership skills, social responsibility, and fellowship necessary to create a positive change. TOYP is a significant project which is most complementary to the ideals of JCs, such as bestowing honor on 10 young outstanding individuals in Sri Lanka. We feel as an organization committed to bring about a positive change in the world. Utilizing young talents is essential. This program attempts to highlight and confer national recognition to these achievements and contribution to serve as an example and incentive for youth of our country to channel their energies in the right direction. We received tremendous response from all parts of the country for 10 different categories of TOYP awards. Judges who finally selected the winners only for 8 categories, after maintaining a very high standard in judging. This year, 2 categories were not awarded as they did not conform to the anticipated standards of the panel of judges. The concept of honoring the young, outstanding persons is a unique one, as it discovers the untapped and unearthed talents and potential of the youth in this country. This year too, we have unearthed these talents and potential as the TOYP honorees. We want you to take pride in receiving this honor, which is bestowed upon you. And let this be the turning point in your career, which will take you to achieve greater heights and definitely create a positive change in our community. As the project chairman of this event, TOYP97, I must place on record a sincere appreciation to all who made this award ceremony a success.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed. It gives us great pleasure now to call on the National President, JCI Senator Prasanta Lal Dialvis, to make his address.
Project Chairman JCI St. Amir, Chief Guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear fellow JCs. Sri Lanka, as a country, has a proud heritage. A history that we, the present generation, can boast about, can be proud of. It is simply because our predecessors thought and dreamt and made stupas, dagabas and lakes, which we have inherited. Even today, they attract millions of foreigners to our country. Assets or the future of any nation, my dear friends, is its youth and children. But unfortunately, in contrast, we Sri Lankans have faced many rebellions during the recent past, mainly due to the frustration of its youth. We speak volubly about our glorious past and even about our youth. But have we seriously done something constructive for them? Aren't we guilty of negligence on our part? While congratulating the winners today, may I wish to state that it is not only a victory of few individuals, it's a victory of our country. The Junior Chamber, or the JCs, is the world's largest youth leadership development organization. We, the Junior Chamber Sri Lanka, had embarked on a journey, a long journey, with the basis of our tenet of our creed, that Earth's great treasure lies in human personality. TOYP97, this program, is to identify and the youth and expose them, the talented and the skillful youth of our country. We leave to the government and the private sector to nourish them to go further, thus helping themselves and the country. With the relaunch of the Junior Chamber Sri Lanka Training Institute, we hope to engage in training our youth in the field of leadership, communication, and other related subjects. Junior JCs in school shall help the teenagers to build confidence to face the challenging and a competitive world. Special emphasis would be made to our village youth to face the new millennium, the 21st century, with confidence and hope, and to the concept of global village. Our National Business Network, the NBN, will link the youth entrepreneurs of our country to the entire world. Further, to mark the 50th anniversary of independence of our country in 1998 next year, we hope to create many programs to create a patriotic feeling among our people with the theme, My Country, Our Hope.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prashanta Lal Alvis, for your address. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to recognize our distinguished panel of judges who had a very difficult task, I'm sure. Well, before we recognize them, I would like to welcome the President, the National President of Junior Chamber Sri Lanka, Mr. Prashanta Lal Alvis, on stage. Also, the Project Chairman, Mr. Amir Ahmed. I'd like both of you on stage, please. Because we are going to present a token of appreciation to our distinguished panel of judges right now.
A brief introduction of those, the judges. The chairman of the panel of judges was Justice S.W.B. Vadugodapitiya, PC, Judge of the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka. He has served as a Crown Counsel, Senior State Counsel, Deputy Solicitor General, Additional Solicitor General, and the Solicitor General of Sri Lanka. He was appointed as a President's Counsel in 1989. We are very pleased to have a person of such eminence as the chairman of the panel of judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to put your hands together and give him a round of applause. The chairman of our panel of judges, Justice S.W.B. Vadugodapitiya, PC. The second of our judges is the former principal of Visakha Vidyalaya Colombo, Shinyo and Lanka and Buddhist Ladies College. She served as a director of Sahana, a community mental health center from 1989 to 1990. A recipient of the Kala Kirti Award, the highest award for contributions in the field of literature and arts, and the first ever recipient of the D.R. Vijayavardhana Award, organized on the lines of the British Booker Award, and the author of a number of English and Sinhala novels. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to welcome Mrs. Eileen Sirivardhana, who is now the chairperson of so many welfare subcommittees of the Seva Vanitha movement.
Our next judge is Dr. D.M. Karunaratne, attorney at law, who is Director of Intellectual Property in Sri Lanka. He served as State Counsel in the Attorney General's Department. He is a former lecturer of law in several institutions, including the University of Colombo, University of Nairobi, Kenya, the Open University of Sri Lanka, the University of Kelaniya, and the Sri Lanka Institute of Development Administration. Please welcome Dr. D.M. Karunaratne.
The fourth on our panel of judges is the President of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants Sri Lanka Division, Managing Director and Principal Consultant of Planman Corporate Consultants Private Limited, formerly a Vice President of the Sri Lanka JCs, President of Lions Club of Colombo, and a Vice President of the Colombo Toastmasters Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. S. Nalainathan, FCMA. It's time now to welcome our fifth judge, who's no stranger to all of you. She was the first Sri Lankan to win a title in an international pageant when she won the Miss Asia Pacific title in 1980 after being crowned as Miss Sri Lanka in the same year. In the year 1984, she was adjudged Mrs. Sri Lanka at the first ever Mrs. Sri Lanka contest, and she brought honor to her motherland by being crowned the first ever Mrs. World at the inaugural Mrs. World contest. She was awarded the Zonta International Award in 1985 and JC's TOYP Award in 1986 for internationalism. Mrs. Rosie Senanayaka, ladies and gentlemen, was the fifth of our judges and is considered as an ambassador of goodwill for Sri Lanka and represents her country at many international events.
And the last of our judges is Professor Dayantha S. Vijayasekara, Senior Professor of Civil Engineering at the University of Moratuwa and Chairman of the Institute for Constructor Training and Development, known as ICTAD, a recipient of the Miller Prize, awarded by the Institution of Civil Engineers, London. He served as the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering at the Moratuwa University and as a Vice-Chancellor of the Open University of Sri Lanka, Professor Dayantha S. Vijayasekara. We welcome back the dancers of the Channa and Upuli Performing Arts School with an item entitled Lotus Dance. It is always a great pleasure to have as our chief guest the person who is in fact our chief guest today, the Honorable Kingsley T. Vikramaratne, Minister of Internal and International Commerce and Food. It's always a pleasure to have him because he speaks so eloquently, and we look forward now particularly to having him speak because his association with this event is a close one, having been past national president and past international executive vice president of the Junior Chamber International. With great pleasure now we call on the Honorable Minister.
National President Prasanta Lal Dimel and First Lady Maishi, Project Chairman Amir Hamid, Chairman of the Associated Newspapers of Ceylon Limited, Mr. Eloy Ratnayaka, past national presidents, JCS senators, chapter presidents, fellow JCs, and ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great pleasure and privilege to be with you this evening and to say a few words at this TOYP97 Awards organized by the Junior Chamber Sri Lanka. Malvolio in Shakespeare's Twelfth Night reads from a letter he picked up. Said, some men are born great, some achieve greatness, some have greatness thrust upon them. But what distinctions makes the greatness of a leader? The greatness of a leader falls into two categories. A leader that would be loved a leader that have been hated. And today we are happy here that we'll be awarding trophies for the achievement of leaders, young leaders under the age of 40, have been loved by the people of this country for their achievements. Ladies and gentlemen, leaders are not born. We have seen baby boys. We have seen baby girls, not baby leaders. Today we train doctors, we train lawyers, we train nurses, we train engineers, we even train mothers and fathers, and we train our cricketers. So I ask you, how come we're going to survive in the space age with leadership techniques that goes back to the Stone Age? And today I must say, Junior Chamber International, right around the world, is answering this need by training young people between the age of 18 and 40 to be leaders.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kingsley T. Vikramaratne, for your address. Ladies and gentlemen, we start off with the category of entrepreneurial accomplishment, and the trophy has been awarded with the compliments of IWS Holdings Group of Companies. The first of our recipients is involved with Daya Constructions Private Limited, which he started in 1980 and was the first Sri Lankan company to win the World Bank Funded Road Contract Award in 1993. I'm sure we're going to see it on video in a short while. He then branched into trading activities by importing and trading timber and consumer products. His keen business acumen then expanded to establishing Daya Plastics and Engineering Private Limited for the manufacture of electrical panel boards, light fittings, steel furniture, and other engineering services. His latest venture, Daya Apparel Export Private Limited, a garment factory situated in Ampara, exports garments to USA and EEC countries. His group business turnover now totals 350 million rupees. A product of Ananda College, Colombo, he left college at the age of 16 to assist his brother in his business activities after losing both parents. With the death of his brother when he was 23, he ventured into business with a mind of steel and a capital of only 50,000 rupees. The total employment generated by the group exceeds 3,000 in Sri Lanka. His next venture is to open an office in Germany to market his own products in the EEC countries. He was the recipient of the Silver Award for the Entrepreneur of the Year in 1995 in the Northeastern Province Industry Sector, organized by the Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Sri Lanka. With a typical rags to riches story, the recipient and the Daya group of companies is fast becoming a dynamic force in Sri Lanka by providing a range of services to the country.
Honorable Minister Kingsley T. Vikramaratne, President and the Board of Directors of JCs, distinguished guests, I am very proud to have won this award today, which gives me further encouragement to contribute to the development of our country. First of all, I must thank Sri Lanka JCs for conducting this kind of event for recognition of young person achievements in their own field of activities. I do not consider this as a personal achievement, but as a collective effort of my wife, Anoma, and all my staff.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Entrepreneurial Accomplishment category, Mr. Daya Gamage. who receives a trophy with the compliments of IWS Holdings group of companies.
The next recipient is for contribution to children and human rights. Reverend Father Nalavathage Anthony Humer Pinto wins this award for his work at the Don Bosco Technical Center. He received his early education at St. Mary's College, Negombo. He obtained his Bachelor in Philosophy at Salem College, India, and his Bachelor in Theology at the Don Bosco Center of Studies, Manila, Philippines. He also received his diploma in mechanical engineering from ITI India and his diploma in industrial trading instructors from CTI India. His community service includes work in the Indian states of Hyderabad and Madras and Manila in the Philippines. In 1982, he became an instructor at the Don Bosco Training Center in Negombo. Thereafter, he went on to become the administrator, principal, and director of the Don Bosco Technical Center. The Don Bosco Technical Training Center is in the forefront of serving the very poor, destitute youth. In 1980, the center started a campaign against child abuse. The center offers employment training to the idling youth in the fields of carpentry, mechanical trades, and motor mechanism, AC and refrigeration, electronics, computer, and so on. It also has a shelter for boys who are abused and a program to protect young children below 15 years of age when their parents are away at sea. This then, in short, is the accomplishment of the Reverend Father Anthony H. Pinto.
Let me first of all thank JCs for giving me this award. By giving me this award, they have honored not only me, but also my Salesian congregation. I'm a member of the Salesian congregation founded by Saint Don Bosco, a priest who work for the poor and destitute children. So as a congregation, we are working for the poor and abandoned children. And I'm happy today, my brother Salesians are here who have witnessed this ceremony. And also today here accompanied with me, the Salesian cooperators and the past peoples, representatives of the past peoples, and our staff members. So we all work together. So it's not my personal achievement, because we collaborate and work together in serving the youth.
Our next category is that of academic leadership. Professor H.J. De Silva is currently the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine. At the age of 40, he is the youngest academic to hold this esteemed position. As you know, the age limit for this award is 40 years. After graduating first in the Order of Merit at the MBBS final year exam, he worked in various capacities from house officer to resident physician at the General Hospital, Colombo. His foreign medical training was as registrar and research fellow in gastroenterology and general medicine at John Radcliffe Hospital, Oxford, England. Professor Janaka De Silva's achievements are significant for two main reasons. He is easily among the top 2 medical researchers in Sri Lanka. His contributions to the field of malariology and gastroenterology have been acclaimed by both Sri Lankans and international scientists. He was honored for his research work by the prestigious P.B. Fernando and Nihal Marcus Oration Gold Medal. International recognition quickly followed, and he was awarded the Fellowship of the Royal College of Physicians in London and Edinburgh, even before he was 40 years of age. Now, this is an honor usually reserved for very senior doctors who are closer to the age of retirement. So once again, he's the youngest ever to become a professor of medicine in this country, which he did in 1996 at the age of 39. A very proud achievement then for academic leadership, Professor H.J. De Silva.
chief guest, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this award. I will always treasure it. In giving me this honor, you have recognized the Faculty of Medicine that I work for, the new one in Ragama, and it is the necessary pat on the back that the chief guest talked about, which will help me try to make it the best in this country. There are several people to whom I have to express my gratitude this evening. The first is Professor Carlo Fonseca. He criticizes me frequently and praises me only very rarely. He regularly tells me what the words educated man means and pointedly informs me that I still have a very long way to go to achieve it. I respect him for it, and that is why I consider him my teacher, my mentor, and now my friend.
Well, the fourth of our TOYP awards today is for cultural achievement, and I consider it a pleasure to read out the citation for reasons known to all of you. This gentleman is a gentleman of many facets, has successfully combined several careers and applied his diverse knowledge and experience to enhance the dimensions of the field of arts in many media: the television, radio, stage, and films. Educated at Galahitiava Central College, he then attended the University of Colombo, where he obtained a degree in Bachelor of Arts and is a first-year student of Master of Arts and Mass Communication at Sri Javardhanapura University. He is also the Vice President of the Sri Lanka Film Directors Guild, organized for arts and reviving arts and many forms of arts and culture. His accolades include the Best Supporting Actor, State Drama Festival in 1995, Best Actor, State Drama Festival in 1986, Best Actor, Divaina Sama Drama Festival 1987, Best Actor, Unda Awards 1992, Most Popular Actor of the Year, Lanka Diva Television Awards 1993, Best Script, Unda Awards 1983, lots of them, Most Promising Director, Critic Award 1995, and the Best Actor, Critics Award 1996. His published work includes many Sinhala novels. He is a scriptwriter and a director of many teledramas and films. His many talents have now brought him into compeering in many TV programs and public performances, including the Swarna Sanka Cinema Awards ceremony. And of course, he's been a co-presenter with both Ajita and myself on The Breakfast Show on many occasions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than Jackson Anthony, who receives the Sampath Bank Limited Trophy for cultural achievement.
මම කතා කරන්නම් සිංහලෙන් මේ මුළු ලෝකෙම මේ භාෂාව කතා කරන එකම රට මගේ රට නිසා මම මුලින්ම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙන්නම් මේ සම්මානය සඳහා මගේ නම නිර්දේශ කළ මේ වන විටත් මම තාමත් රුව දැක නැති වැල්ලවත්ත ජේ.සී. සමාගම සංවිධානයේ අර්ෂාඩ් සහෝදරයාටත් ඔහු සමග එකතු වී මේ ලිපි ලේඛන කටයුතු සිදු කළ මා සේවය කරන ද වීඩියෝ ටීම් TVT ආයතනයේ ඉරන්ති සොහිදුරියටත් මගේ බිරිඳටත් දරු තිදෙනාටත් හෙට වෙන විට මගෙන් වෙන් වී හරියටම වසරක් පසු කරන මෙබඳු සම්මානයන් සඳහා මා යොමු කළ මගේ පළමු ගුරුවරයා මගේ තාත්තාටත් තාත්තා නැති සොවින් තැවෙන මගේ අම්මාටත් මම ස්තුති කරන්නම්.
30th June 1969 was the birth of a cricketer who changed the game of cricket. Born in the outskirts of Mathura, a town in the southern province, he is an inspiration for the budding cricketers, their hero. He studied at St. Savatius College, Mathura. His forte has always been cricket. His interest in cricket started when he was 6 years old and started playing with his brother. He played and captained his school's under-11 team when he was just 9 years. He also captained the under 13, 15, 17 and under 19 cricket teams. He still remembers the days he had to tie his old pads with a handkerchief and the gloves he used to borrow. When all the cricketers in Colombo were having the best of facilities, this lad was trying to keep his career alive. His first break came after scoring 205 runs against Sri Rahula College, Mathura, where the selectors spotted him. He worked his way up and represented Sri Lanka for the first time in 1988 at the Under-19 Youth World Cup in Pakistan. Sri Lanka B team toured to Pakistan and the national team 1989 and has not looked back since. We all remember how he started to change his style of the game at the controversial tour to Australia. His innings, the Wales World Cup 1996, was a treat to watch. To be adjudged the most valuable player award is not an easy task. The Singer Cup in Singapore, where he sets so many records. Fastest 50, fastest 100, highest number of runs per over. The world record partnership he had with his colleague Roshan and triple century in the same match rewrote record books in the world. 100 miles from Mathura to Colombo. Ladies and gentlemen, the very popular personality. Yes? The award for personal accomplishment, he receives the Hamidia's Trophy tonight. And that's his father, ladies and gentlemen. As you all know, Sanat is overseas at the moment, and that's Sanat's father, proud father, receiving the award. Our hero, ladies and gentlemen, Sanat Jayasuriya.
Honorable Chief Guest, members of JCs, ladies and gentlemen, I consider it an honor to receive the award as one of the 10 outstanding young persons this year. I am sorry that I am unable to be present at today's ceremony since I have had to go overseas on an urgent matter. Although I would have indeed liked to receive this award in person and thank all those who have helped me with what I have achieved, I am grateful to the support I have received from all quarters of the country and will do my best to keep to the confidence placed on me. I wish you all a pleasant evening.
Okay, on to the next category, which is that of environmental leadership. Ruwan Dhammika Veerasurya obtained his education at Malyadeva Boys College, Kurunagala, and went on to get a BSc General degree from the University of Peradeniya. Having always been conscious of the environment, he realized the hazards the environment faced while working on numerous projects related to the environment, such as ecological and environmental projects of the Mihikata Institute and the biodiversity and proposed management plan of the Kurulukala area in the Kegol Sanctuary. A member of various non-governmental organizations at school, such as the Young Zoologists Association, he became the founder of the Sri Lanka Environmental Exploration Society. This is a society which is involved in various environmental projects, such as exhibitions, lectures, research projects, workshops, and training programs. Ruwan Veerasurya has also contributed a number of articles to newspapers such as the Sunday Observer, Vidusara, and Dinamina on environmental issues.
සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් ගරු කින්ස්ලිටි වික්‍රමරත්න ඇමතුමනි ජේසී සංවිධානයේ සමාජික මහත්වරණි සම්භාවනීය අමුත්තනි නෝනාවරණි මහත්වරණි පාරිසරික නායකත්වය වෙනුවෙන් අද දින මාහට පිරිනැමෙන මෙම සම්මානය ලැබීම ඉමහත් ගෞරවයක් හා වාග්යක් ලෙස නිහතමානීව සැලකමි. පාරිසරික ශාස්ත්‍රයේ අවුරුදු 8ක කාලයක් තුල මාගේ ගමන් මඟට නිබඳවම අතහිත දුන් සහ මඟ පෙන්වූ මගේ ආදරණීය දෙමාපියන් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලීය මහාචාර්යවරුන් ආචාර්යවරුන් ඇතුළු සියලුම ගුරුවරුන්ටත් රාජ්‍ය හා රාජ්‍ය නොවන ආයතනවල සහාය දුන් නිලධාරීවරුන්ටත් එක්සත් ජාතීන්ගේ සංවර්ධන වැඩසටහනේ නිලධාරීන්වරුන්ටත් මීකත ආයතනයටත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා තරුණ සත්වේදීන්ගේ සංගමයටත් පේරාදෙණිය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලීය සත්වේදීන්ගේ සංගමයටත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා පරිසර ගවේෂණ සංගමේ අනුශාසක මණ්ඩලය ඇතුළු සියලුම සමාජිකිනුත් ස්තුතිපූර්වකව සිහිකිරීමට මේ අවස්ථාවක් කරගනිමි.
Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the 7th TOYP award is a webmaster at CCOM Global Communication Limited, the pioneering company for internet services in Sri Lanka. It was he who was responsible for the design and development of CCOM 1K website and the internet version of Lanka Deepa, which millions of Sri Lankans all over the world are benefiting from. He obtained his primary education at Ududayakada Kanishta Vidyalaya, Thildeniya, Kandy, and went on to Ratnayaka Center College for his secondary education. He obtained his advanced diploma in mapping Sri Lanka. He also completed numerous other courses which included basic seamanship training. His computer awareness increased due to successful completion of exams such as the certificate in regional climatic database development from the Australian National University and British Computer Society Part 1 and Part 2. It was at the Survey Engineering Company Limited that he became aware of the importance of information technology. The modern EDM electronic surveying was totally new to him. He became so talented at it, he switched his profession from surveying to information technology and was entrusted the task of developing a high-tech training spectrum to meet the current needs of the information technology industry at the Open Arc Computer School. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in the field of modern technology, scientific, technological development, the recipient is Mr. Niranjan Meegammana, and he receives the Precision Tech Services Private Limited trophy tonight.
Today, this award is so sensational. It tells me that I am bright. I had been doing the best for me too. And it gives me the courage, the strength to work for my country at my best in the coming years to come. And I might thank my guru, Mr. Michael Gruber of Germany, and all my friends, my parents, my colleagues, and my beloved family for the support. And my friend, he's there, Manoj.
It's always such a pleasure to hear words that really do come from the heart. The evening is almost through. One award left, and that is for innovative ventures. Thusitha Thanthirige started his career of inventions at the young age of 12 by inventing a telephone for the Ananda College Century Exhibition. However, all hopes of recognition and achievement were dashed when his invention was not submitted to the exhibition by oversight. He never lost sight of his ambition, however. He was determined to succeed and went on to become the proud inventor of many firsts in Sri Lanka. Among them, the multi-channel home security system in remote control, the digital dice, high-quality FM sound broadcasting systems, auto train signal systems, low-cost chemical filtration in computers, auto light, and the list goes on. A product of Ananda College, Colombo, he is currently electronics teacher at Ananda College and Asoka Vidyalaya of Colombo. He is also the editor of the Sri Lanka Academy of Science and Mathematics Educational Journal and a freelance journalist. With a number of first-ever innovations in Sri Lanka, Thusitha is the epitome of success at such a tender age. His key words are courage and determination, and these have made him one of the few Sri Lankans to achieve such a rare honor in the field of electronics and engineering.
Thank you to all the distinguished guests present here today. I am very happy and proud to be selected for these awards for innovative ventures, and I owe my gratitude to the Junior Chamber Sri Lanka, who are organizers of this great event.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you can do better than that. Please put your hands together and give them a big round of applause. Why not all of us give them a standing ovation by all of you please rising. I'm sure you like to do that for them. Thank you very much.
Rivera says